I think the start of the year can be a really powerful time for people, almost a catalyst for looking into brand new start. The issue can sometimes be it doesn't last that long. If every month we pick something about ourselves that we wanted to let go of and absolutely open up, within 12 months, within 2 years, could you imagine who you could become? But can we work together to maintain that momentum so that, come the next year, we're not trying to start again. We're already expanding and growing, and who could imagine what sort of world we could have if so many of us went on that journey, if just in a couple of years. I couldn't help but keep dreaming about this amazing world I wanted to live in and who I wanted to be, and draw pictures of it and follow it and watch TV. It was that intention and that passion that I committed to. I didn't have understandings in my head about how these things should arrive. And as I got older, that was, I guess, what started to occur, was you start to get ideas about how you're supposed to become the best. And you start becoming a realist, someone who likes to live through limits, to try and find the unlimited, instead of in the dreaming world where that unlimited can unfold instantaneously. But we're looking for this linear journey. So I think goal setting is so important, and this is kind of what happened to me. As a child, I just wanted to explore the heck out of that passion. It started to become about becoming the best. So it was no longer about seeing what this amazing dream was about. It was about just being better than someone else. If someone else was having a bad day, that was my good day. So now that world I wanted to create where everyone was really happy, that can't be the case, because I need other people to be unhappy so I can be happy. And then that idea about being the best, it just got too painful. It's about the intention, it's about the dream, and it's about staying true to that, so that when you turn up and you look after your intention, you are fully present and you bring the example of the world you want to create. But when you let the outside world affect that, essentially what happens is you give up your leadership. Working with Attivo in spaces where, yes, you have goals, together you have goals, but actually there's so much more can come out of those two intentions when they're allowed to move in the direction of what's relevant right then and there, as opposed to, well, I had this plan for you last year when I met you. I met that version of you, and I've decided that that's who you are now, instead of this is who you are now. The boundaries of who you thought would be a great person to be, but the limitless nature of finding out who you're meant to be, and following that constant growth and evolution. And that's the big opportunity. It does come down to, when you're triggered, first of all being aware of noticing when you're in survival mode, and then having the ability to relax, to accept, to come to peace, so that you can then start to find and follow passion and excitement. If you set your goals and you have a clear idea of what it is you want to do, you can almost write them on, say, for example, the left-hand side of a bit of paper. If these are goals that haven't happened yet, then they're places we haven't been. Now that means you can't use old ideas to get you somewhere new. So what we can do there is realize that we need to create those goals out of inspiration. So what you do is you write your goals on the left-hand side of paper. And on the right-hand side of your paper, what you can do is write down how it's going to feel when you've achieved those goals. I'm going to feel in love with life. I'm going to feel pretty grateful. I think I'll feel energized and excited. I think I'll feel relaxed as well. And interesting, what you can do is then fold the paper, lay it down so all you can see is the right-hand side. And that's your life. It's tough to go against those old conclusions that say, just because this is happening, it means this can't happen. It never means that. It just means change your energy state, and what you want to happen becomes relevant for you. The only thing to start with is work on you and trust that these things will happen. Worst case scenario is that that goal doesn't happen for you, or that one better than it doesn't happen, or one slightly different doesn't happen, but nothing happens. But because you're living your life on the right-hand side, you've lived an amazing life anyway. So we use this in sport a lot. For example, opposition team are kicking a penalty through the post. The ball goes through, they score 3 points. On the way in to the kickoff, you have that small brief opportunity to become the energy of your desired future, what we were calling earlier about being fully present. We had an opportunity to say, oh, I hope he misses. because then we'll win the World Cup. But it went through. But not one person in that team was there thinking, oh gosh, it always happens to us. We never get to win. No Northern Hemisphere teams ever won the World Cup, and we won't now either. Or there's this ability to stand there, breathe deeply and say, what do we want? 3 points within a minute and a half. How's it going to feel when you do it? Oh, it's going to feel amazing. It's going to feel, yikes, I'd feel so powerful. Feel powerful then. Now, yeah, but we haven't won it. That's not how it works. Feel powerful now. Okay, what happens when you look at each other? You feel a bit like, yeah, we got this. Interesting. And suddenly things unfold amazingly, effortlessly. So to bring this back to goal setting, I think what's really interesting is we're constantly looking at the left-hand side of the paper. When you look at your right-hand side of the paper, you're operating out of the opposite of what you need for those goals to become effortlessly manifested in your life.
Goals are very important in life, and as financial planners, we see that a life plan first approach is critical with our clients, and it's about taking time to really understand what matters most to people in their lives and being able to focus on that. But that's part of the life plan that is supported by the financial plan, and you've got to get the life plan first.